Hi everyone, welcome again in another video, and today we will be covering two questions from topic 4 of business research, that is data collection methods. So the first question and the very basic question is differentiate between primary and secondary data and what are the advantages and disadvantages of each type of data. We know it very well. Let's see once again. Um, Primary data is the data collected firsthand by the researcher for a specific person, whereas specific purpose. Whereas secondary data is the data that is already being collected by someone else for some other purpose. So the sources for the primary data can be surveys, interviews, experiment, and observations. And for secondary data, it can be books, journal reports, government publications, and online database. The purpose of primary data is collected to address a specific research problem, whereas secondary data is collected for the purpose other than current research. And the cost for primary data is usually high as it involves data collection efforts, and for secondary data is relatively low because the data is readily available. Primary data is time consuming due to collection and processing, and secondary data is less time consuming as data is already available. Accuracy: primary data is highly accurate as it collected for the specific study. Secondary data may be less accurate or relevant as it was collected for another purpose. So the advantages of primary data are it is specific to the research objective, it is up to date and accurate, and greater control over data quality. Disadvantages can be it is expensive to collect, and again it's time consuming process, and this requires more effort and resources. Secondary data, it is cost effective and time saving, easily accessible from various sources, and useful for preliminary research and understanding trends. The disadvantages here can be it may not perfectly fit for research purpose and could be outdated or inaccurate, and lack of control over data quality and reliability. The second question here is write a short note on field work and data collection. Field work, as the name suggests itself, refers to a process of collecting data directly from the source or target population. Here, it involves going out into a field to gather first-hand information relevant to the research problem. So, field work is essentially essential for obtaining primary data through methods such as surveys, interviews, and observation. The key points here are it is conducted in natural environment of the respondents and helps the researcher understand real world behavior and responses, and it can be a time consuming and requires a proper planning and coordination. Then second is data collection. So data collection is a systematic process of gathering information for research, and the primary data collection and secondary data collection are two types of data collection that is involved here. So primary is direct from the respondent, and secondary the data which is existing already, like reports, journals, and online database. So the method for data collection can be primary and secondary. Now let's see the importance of data collection, as it ensures accuracy and reliability for research findings, and it provides insight for decision making and problem solving, and forms the foundation for analysis and interpretation. So this is all for this video. Thank you very much.